Hey YouTube, this is 13 Dragon Blade. I'm gonna make this quick because I had an interruption in the last video. I didn't get a chance to show off my Blue Eye side deck, so I'll do that now. First, Badass Kaiba token, 2 Chaos Hunter, 2 Gamma Seal, Arc Brave Dragon, Morphage Goliath for the lockdown, Raigeki, Shared Rides, Twin Twister, 2 Mind Crush, 2 D Barrier. Sweet, simple, and to the point. Just meta calls. I don't run the Raigeki in my main anymore for obvious reasons that most of the blue eyes can punch through everything. Anyway, as the FA deck starts out, we're going to start with 3 Auto Navigator. You can eat the level of one of your monsters to special summon it, so if you have a Hang On Mach that's level 5, and you can special summon her from your hand or graveyard, you go ahead and have her eat that level. She'll come out as a level 1, and then when she's normal special summoned, you get to add a FA field spell from your deck to your hand. So basically, she just helps you cycle through your deck, and she's a good tuner, level 1. Then we have 3 Hang On Mach. Its unaffected battle monsters effects, its levels or rank are lower than it, and its other effect is when it's level 7 or higher, it becomes a Macrocosmos, or a Dark Law, essentially. It gains 300 attack for every star that it has, and they can go up to 15, so they can get pretty big. 2 FA Whip Crosser, same effect of gaining levels whenever an FA field spell is activated, whenever an FA spell a trap card is activated, activate their effects. Each time, both this one and Hang On Mach gain a level, except for Auto Navigator, that's the only one who doesn't gain levels. Anyway, your opponent must pay 300 life to activate monster effects that have you for each monster effect they activate whose level or rank is less than this card. Its other effect is when it's 7 or higher, your opponent cannot discard cards to activate card effects. So it's extremely useful against hand traps, basically. Then you have 3 FA Dark Dragster. This is the new one. Basically, you can reduce its level by 3, and you can pop a card on the field. Each time an FA spell or trap is activated, they gain a level, and its other effect is you have to control a FA monster who is level higher than its original level. So basically, if you have a level 7, you can special summon him automatically, and then he just comes out. It's usually easy to do that with the field spell, so it's not that hard to bring him out. Anyway, that's all the FA monsters. Then we go to the other monsters. We have 2 Cockadoodle-Doo. Great card. Just an easy tuner to get you access into your level 7s and 8s. We have 2 Zoodiac Thoroughblade for draw power, and the Zoodiacs themselves are extremely useful to help the deck's consistency. And I do play Barrage, so that's the reason why they're in here. For the hand traps, we have 2 Ash, 1 Ghost Spell, 1 Ogre. I thought about having 2 and 2, but I like Bell too much, and honestly, 2 Ash is fine. 3 is a little bit overkill. I like her to stop the monster reborns and anything that banishes from the graveyard, and the Ogre is just Ogre. I mean, you have to have it. Have to have it. This entire deck is just a hand trap format. 3 Zoodiac Barrage to get into the Thoroughblades and to pop your field spells, aka consistency. 2 Powder Desires, more consistency, more draw cards. Soul Charge, Raigeki, and Monster Reborn, the 3 staple one-ofs that are extremely good. 1 FA Pit Stop, it reduces the level of your FA monster by 2 to draw a card for every pit stop that you have in your graveyard. So you activate this, you draw 1 card. You activate another one, if this one's in your graveyard, you draw 2 cards. And it has a graveyard effect. Obviously, you can activate it during the main phase you sent it. During the next turn, you banish it from the graveyard, and you can Monster Reborn any of the FAs. So it's extremely useful to know and to have. The field spell count, we play 1 Circuit, 2 Off-Road, and 3 of the new one, because 3 FA City Grand Prix is the best one. Off-Road Grand Prix is okay, and Grand Circuit Prix is probably the worst one. You want to have at least eat 1 of each, 3 of the main, 2 of the other one. Some people just don't even run this one because it's not really that good. It's not during the main phase they gain their levels. This one's better because it says during the main phase and battle phase they gain levels to help them increase their attack to ridiculous levels. But the reason why I like the main one is because it protects them from targeting. So yeah, having something that can't be destroyed by battle or card effects and preventing from targeting is pretty powerful. 3 FA test run, cards broken. You can target first. You change a FA monster to defense position, or you change attack or defense position, doesn't matter. And you can pop a card on the field. Doesn't target. So their effect is that after the main phase of the turn, you send it to the graveyard, banish it from the graveyard, target a card you control, destroy it, and then special summon an FA from the deck. So it's a tutor as well as a popper. That's always recommended and nice. 2 terraforming to search the field spells when you don't have Auto Navigator. And I only play 2 traps, 2 Unending Nightmare to also help boost the consistency of popping your field spells. You don't have the barrages, these are close seconds. There you go. Main deck count is 40. Now we're going to go to the extra deck. I don't have a side deck for this one, so don't worry about it. 1 Link Spire, 1 Proxy Dragon, 1 Cleafort Genus. Those are the Link 1, 2s. 1 Link 3, which is Nightmare Unicorn, and Saryuja Scoldred. So basically, you use these 3 in the combo, which you do with number 42. Number 42 generates a bunch of tokens. You make Genus, you make Dragon, Link Spider, then all of those plus the token equals a Scoldred. And this is just an extra one to have. I don't really mind having the Unicorn, but it's not necessary, you could say. And then for the X-Seeds, I run number 42 and number 41. Obvious is obvious. They're needed. And then we go to Synchros. We run 2 FA Dawn Dragster. It gains 300 for every level. Every time an FA spell and trap card is activated, it gains a level. You can reduce its level by 2 to negate the activation of a spell or trap your opponent controls and destroy it. So it's nice to have another negation card. Then, since we don't have Ancient Fairy Dragon, we have Scrap Dragon. That's really the only reason why it's here. To help pop the field spells as well. Consistency, consistency, consistency. 2 Omegas because you make it almost every game, and 2 is the minimum. 3 if you're going a little overkill, but it's not necessary. 1 Crystal Wing because it's Crystal Wing, and 2 FA Motorhome Transport. When it's level 11 or higher, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. When it is level 13 or higher, you can special summon an FA monster from the graveyard. So that's very good to note, and the deck itself is just extremely fun to play. So, that being said, card of the day is FA Auto Navigator. It's 13 Dragon Blade signing off.